What's happening, guys? Welcome to Punch Perfect Fitness. I'm Ollie Patterson, professional boxer and personal trainer. This is my first video on YouTube, so I thought what I'd do is add my 5 top tips. And this is again for anyone that's either training already, even an athlete, or someone that's never trained before. These tips will hopefully help you guys one way or another. The first one I've gone with is start. So with like anything, if you want to achieve anything in life, you have to start somewhere. It's again, even as a boxer, you know, have to start. They have to learn to skip. They have to learn the basics. It's important to not be afraid to start, not be afraid to start something new. And for me, say I've had in my head for ages I need to start yoga, and I've been putting it off, saying, oh, I'm busy, I've got other training to do, you know, my strength and conditioning, my boxing, my running. But yoga's going to be an important part of my training, so I need to start. And I've made a conscious effort this week to put it in my diary that I have to book my first yoga session. So again, I'm a professional athlete, but I'm still having to start something new. So again, it doesn't matter if you're starting fresh or you're already training. To start something new, you can always be stronger, you can always be quicker, you can always be more supple. So there's going to be something there you can improve on. A good way of starting, especially if you haven't ever trained before, is getting a PT. Or even if you have trained before and you just need someone to tweak your form or tweak the technique, I definitely recommend getting a PT. And yes, just upping your training, starting something fresh. Second, I'm going to go with consistency and planning. Well, without consistency or planning, it's not going to happen. Yeah, you have to stay consistent. You have to believe in the process. Nothing happens overnight. It will happen, but not overnight. And again, it's going to be, as we'll go down to it in a minute, but it's small steps all the time. Small steps. So consistency first, and planning. Planning. If again, for me, I'll on a Sunday say that's my day of rest. But what I'll do then is I'll prep out my food. I'll prep out my training in my diary, what days I'm doing what, who I'm seeing when. So everything's tailored. I'm not like waking up Monday morning thinking, oh, I've got this to do, got that to do, let's try and squeeze a session in here. I'm like, no, I'm training then. Anyone else I'm seeing around that can wait. So that's my thing. You have to be selfish at times. If you want to achieve stuff, you have to put yourself first and then everything else around that. Again, with food. Prep food, because otherwise you get to work, you're starving by like 10, 11 o'clock and you're just going to go and eat something quick. And then third, we've got balance, again with training and diet. So there's going to be a balance. If you haven't trained in 2 years, 3 years, and you're just jumping off the sofa and going for a 10K run, or jumping off the sofa and going into the gym and, you know, squatting and doing a leg session, you're going to end up sore, you're going to end up aching, and you're probably going to end up missing the rest of the week of training, and then you start back from square one. So you have to have a balance. Again, and the diet, if you're going from eating whatever you want, all the crap in the world, to then straight away eating healthy and just eating 1 celery stick a day, you're going to get sick of that, bored quite quick, and it's going to go back to square one again. 4 is motivation. Obviously, motivation is a key thing in life really, with you know, with business, especially with fitness, because you want to see results quickly, and if you don't see them, you can get demotivated. So for me, motivation, like say I'm feeling a bit flat in training, a bit demotivated, one thing for me, I'll go onto YouTube, I'll watch my favourite fighters, watch them train, watch them fight, and then straight away I feel pumped again. I'm ready for the next day, and I remember what my long-term goal is. So again, for you guys, it can be anything. If it's a fitness model you want to look like, or it's a sportsman you want to aspire to be like, then yeah, go on YouTube or go on Google and have a look at them and keep that fresh in your mind. That's my motivation. That's why I started what I'm doing. 5 is small steps and goals will equal big results. So if you got to start somewhere. You got to set yourself small goals to get them big results. Again, so for like boxing, there's no good me boxing for a world title, trying to say I think I'm going to box for a world title if I can't even do my basic footwork. So you break things down, and then you build it up, you build it up, you build it up, and eventually you'll hit the pinnacle of what you want to achieve. And then you break through that and you aim for even higher, you aim for bigger and better. So they're my 5 top tips. Again, we'll recap them. 1 is start, 2 consistency and planning, 3 is balance with training and diet, 4 is motivation, and 5 is small steps and goals will equal big rewards. So guys, I hope this has helped you, and remember to subscribe, like and comment, and again, if you wanna know any more, just hit the comment box.